There has been insider selling of American Battery Technology stock, and in today's video we're going to have a deep dive into why they are doing this, what this actually means for American Battery Technology shareholders, and more importantly we're going to have a look at the price action. The stock has seen a great fall since its highs, and we're going to have a look at the support levels and what likely is to come with American Battery Technology stock. Welcome back everyone to Buy Hold Sell. I hope of course you are all well. First off, it's been about 2 weeks since we last did our video. We're going to have a look at some of the moves that has been happened recently. Unfortunately, the share price has fell quite dramatically from its highs, but there has been insider selling. A lot of people have been saying to me that's not a good sign, and I just want to sort of address this issue right now because I think there's been a lot of misconception to what is actually happening here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get on to ABAT's website, American Battery Technology, and we're going to go to the SEC filings. And as you can see here, on the 24th of October, there was the forms 3, 4, and 5 filled out. All 4 members of the board have filled this out. We can see Joel Cover Scott has sold and bought in and around these levels. 8,334 were acquired, 1,623 were sold. We also have Ryan Meltzer, the CEO. So what is actually happening here needs to be understood. What is part of their agreement is that they acquire shares, and what you're seeing is here 20,834 shares were acquired at 0 pence. They weren't bought by him, they were giving to him as part of the agreements. It is part of being the CEO and the director of American Battery Technology. All 4 of these filings are the exact same. They were giving shares as part of their sort of package. And what you're seeing here is a sell of $6.08 the following day on the 23rd of October. They sold 6,558 shares. So yes, they have sold. That is technically true. But the reason behind, I believe, for these sales is nothing more than to cover the taxes that they most likely will have had to pay on the 20,000 odd shares that they have received. This isn't in any way a selling because they believe this is a good price to sell at, or it's in any way a sign that there's not more of this for this stock to come. I feel like it's just a formality that needs to happen and take some of the fat off the top at the very least. It is nothing more than that. They have acquired a lot more shares because of this scheme, and they have sold some, in my opinion, probably to cover the tax burden that comes with that. So hopefully that is clarified, that made it clear. This is nothing new or something to be scared of. It's nothing to be panicking about. Now let's have a look at the share price, because that has been a bit more scary for a lot of people out there, especially the people that were buying at the highs of in and around 11.45, because you have seen your stock fall over 50%. And for shaky hands and nervous people jumping on the stock at the last moment trying to catch the next wave, it has been scary for you. As me personally, I'm still up well in my position, and I'm very happy with that, in the tune of about 150%. And that's the long hold game. Unfortunately, these things were going to sell off. We've covered that in the last video. You should have taken profits. That's up to you. Do your own due diligence. But for me, this is a level, unfortunately, that we have fell below the sort of 640 range. That was going to should have held up, hopefully all being well, but it hasn't. We have dramatically sold off, and I wouldn't be surprised if we were to fall in and around this sort of 450 level. Now on the 17th of October, this level, this is where I identified a buy, and that's when I bought. I alerted the Discord. I bought more at $4.48, and right now I haven't acquired any more shares, and I won't be acquiring any more shares until again we fall to about this level. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this level and going, okay, this is where most likely is naturally going to go to. If it falls below that, I will be acquiring more, but I do fancy this level to hold up, and we will wait and see. Currently we are down just under 10% yesterday, bringing us down to $5.39. We are down in the pre-market almost 1%, currently at $5.35. So we've still got quite a bit of a room to fall from those levels, and in and around probably another 14%. I would be expecting that to potentially play out. Again, if any news comes out, this thing could pop or sink it. It could go either way, obviously. But realistically, the charts are saying it's probably got a bit of momentum down to the downside. And why I'm saying that is because the MACD looks like it's still going down. It's not like any sort of crossover is coming anytime soon. And the RSI is cooled off. But unlike the 17th, when we went to this level, we were massively overbought and the RSI had only turned. I feel like this stock is just settling. It's going to plateau, maybe go sideways, and then it will take the next leg up, back up to highs again of at least 840 and hopefully beyond. For me, for a long-term hold, the stock has legs for days. I'm not panicked in any way about American battery technology from a fundamental point of view. It is very strong. It's got good legs. We will just have to watch patiently. Those ones that are jumping in late, it's nervy for you. I appreciate that. But look, this is trading. You need to understand this, and that's just the way it can be, unfortunately, sometimes. This will cool off and settle and leg up, but what you're looking for in the short term is the MACD to start crossing over. And as you can see, if we strip this down even to the 4-hour chart, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. But what you do see on the 4-hour chart is this 200-day moving average. The 200-day moving average is an indication from the last 200 days that the momentum is in the right direction. If you stay above this, if you fall below it, you're going into a bear market. But what you'll see here in the 4-hour chart is likely this sort of 440, 450 range is going to bounce off the 200-day moving average, which is another bullish thing for me. It's going to be unlikely that we're going to fall into a bear market in the short term on American battery technology. I am rather nervous about the wider market and what that could mean over the next sort of 4 to 6 weeks. But in the short term, I would be stunned, truly stunned, if we were to fall below this sort of 440 range in and around this level and we weren't to bounce off the 200-day moving average. Traders like myself will be looking at these levels and going, these are top up opportunities. And when me and everybody else is looking at this and they're buying at these levels, that is naturally going to push the share price up. So that's what I'm looking for, and that's where I'm at. On the weekly chart, we can see here we've not even really fell below the 200-day moving average. We're sitting tightly on it. The RSI is overbought. MACD is only starting to go downwards, again suggesting that we probably will push down a little bit more. And we're looking for that 440 range in and around that to act as support. So hopefully that has maybe calmed a few nerves, let people understand what you're doing here. If you do need help with trading or anything like that, the trading course is £50 or an equivalent in USD, about $65. You'll learn all of this. You'll get access to the Discord and we can keep you up to date with everything. It really supports the channel if you can help out that way. If not, if you can just subscribe and like the video, that also helps me out massively. And I'll see you all in the next video. Happy trading.